Hi, welcome to Bono Electronics. Today we are going to discuss about half-wave rectifier, that is with and without filter by using multisync. Okay, basically before going into the design, I will just give a brief explanation about what is meant by rectifier and how many types of rectifiers are there. Okay, basically a rectifier is a device which converts the AC signal to the pulsating DC signal. Okay, a rectifier is a device which converts alternating signal to the pulsating DC signal. So you know what is meant by pulsating, right? Pulsating means it is not the purest form of DC signal. It contains some ripples. Ripples means unwanted AC components present in the output is known as ripples. Okay, so this is what about rectifier. And there are some types of rectifiers, like 2-3 types. So first one is half-wave rectifier, second one is full wave rectifier, third one is bridge rectifier. So bridge rectifier is also one type of full wave rectifier. Okay, bridge rectifier is also one type of full wave rectifier. And next one, coming to the concept of designing. So these are the components required for the design of half wave rectifier with and without filter. Okay, so first one is AC voltage, transformer rated, that is nothing but transformer, and diode. In this we need for half-wave rectifier only one diode, and resistor which is of 10 kilo ohms, and a ground connection. And to measure the signal we need oscilloscope and a capacitor as a filter. Okay, here we have taken capacitor as a filter. Normally we will also take inductor also for filtering purpose. So here we are taking capacitor as a filter. So let us go to the design. So whatever we saw till now, these components, let us take these components. First one, AC voltage, go to the power sources. Okay, go to the power sources here, select power sources, and in this one go to signal voltage sources, go to AC voltage, just place it here. Okay, next one, transformer, we need transformer. For this, go to this component search and just type transformer. You will see different transformers. In that we are taking this rated transformer, not center tapped transformer. We are taking transformer rated. Okay, I'm just placing it here. And we need diode. So for this we can directly search or go to diodes and search. So I am just searching here. I know my diode name is 1N4007. Okay, so this is the diode I required. Here I am keeping it, and also I need a ground supply, so it will be available under power sources. Here, ground supply. Next, I need a resistor also for this connection. So go to basic. You can also directly search, but it is easy to search a resistor like this. I need a 10 kilo ohm resistor. Here I am placing. So these are the components required for me for the connection of half-wave rectifier. Okay, AC voltage is taken, transformer is taken, diode is taken, resistor is taken, ground is taken. Oscilloscope and capacitor we will take later. So first of all, going to the connections. So see here. So we have to change this voltage and frequency to a particular frequency. In India, normally we get 230 volts as the supply. Okay, 230 volts as supply voltage and 50 Hz as frequency. So I am placing 230 volts as voltage given, voltage peak to peak, and 50 Hz as the frequency. Next I am going to give the connections. So here is system. So with this we have finished the connection. So this is nothing but half wave rectifier without filter. I am not using any filter here. Okay, so this is the half wave rectifier which I am using for just without filter purpose. Okay, now I am going to take an oscilloscope. So this is the oscilloscope. So there are two inputs for this oscilloscope, right? There are two inputs for the oscilloscope, A and B. So A will be given to the input side and B will be given to the output side. So A is giving to the input side like this, and B I am giving to the output side across the load, that is R. So we have seen that here I am taking a resistor of 10 kilo ohms. So just modify this resistor value to 10 kilo ohms. So 10 kilo ohms is taken. So this is the total circuit now. As you can see that this is the total circuit. Okay, this is the total circuit. And now we are going to simulate the circuit. So as you can observe, we are getting some voltages here. So for better understanding of output and input, I am changing the colors of the probes. So here at the output side, I am taking the blue color probe. Okay. So I am just simulating the circuit. As we can see that when we run the connection, so the input signal denotes the the red signal denotes the input signal and the blue signal denotes the output signal. So I am just modifying the circuit. So as you can see now, here the input is given like this as a sinusoidal waveform, peak to peak, and from positive to negative and from negative to positive, the input signal. And coming to the output signal, we can observe that only we are getting half of the signal. Okay, that is the rectified signal. So here we can observe that we are getting only half of the signal and the remaining half is not converted. Why? Because we are using only one diode for the conversion of the half signal. That's why we are getting only half wave. That's why it is called as a half wave rectifier. So to increase the efficiency of the half wave rectifier, we use a filter also. Okay, so filter can be used like this. So I am just stopping the simulation. I'm just stopping the simulation. I'm just adding a capacitor to the circuit. I need a capacitor. So the capacitor can be taken from the basic and go to capacitor here. So my requirement is generally 10 microfarads to 15 microfarads. Just rotate it. So I am taking 15 microfarad at present. So I am just running the circuit again. I am going to test the circuits. Let us take 10 microfarads. It's very large signal output coming. I'm just taking 10 microfarads. You can observe that here. Okay. Okay, even with 5 microfarads also we are getting a good signal. Let us test with 1 microfarad. Yes. So see here, here when we given the capacitor as a filter, so what is going to give is it is charging while the peak signal is coming, and in the negative signal it is going to discharge. Okay, so like this you can observe that during the first peak of the signal it is charging up to here it is charging, and from here to here whenever the voltage is less than the given voltage for the capacitor, it starts discharging. So it discharges up to a particular time period. Okay, so when it recognizes the input signal is again greater than the signal inside the capacitor, it again charges up to that particular period where the capacitor feels that it is going to get less voltage than the voltage it is having. Okay, then again it starts discharging. So like this process continues. So in this way we are getting we are reducing the pulsating DC signal. Like in this signal we are going to get some, instead of the nothing we are going to get some signals, DC supply. So in this way we are going to reduce the pulsating DC signals. Okay, and if we increase, what happens if we increase the filtering capacitance? So just let us take at 5 microfarads instead of 1 microfarad. Just take 5 microfarads. Observe that here. So there is a huge change in the output. Okay, so what it shows means actually when we increase the capacitance value, okay, when we increase the capacitance value as a filter, and when we are using capacitor as a filter, and if we are going to increase the capacitance value, it acts as an storage device, right, capacitor actually. So that's why we are getting the purest form of the DC signal. Whenever we are going to increase the capacitance, we are going to get the purest form of DC signal. But it is not recommended to use high frequencies also, for high capacitor values also. Instead we are going to use full wave rectifier for the quality of the signal. Okay, so in this way we are going to calculate we are doing the half wave rectifier circuit. Okay, I hope you understand. Thank you for watching.